Hi everyone, welcome to How to Navigate Through the Virtual Party Packs training. My name is Mary Mann and I'm Consumer Experience Specialist on the Virtual Party team at Home Office. So what is this training about? So we've heard some consultants feel overwhelmed or confused when going through all of the new materials, and I'm here to help you. I understand having so much new material can be a bit daunting, but you can do it. This short video will help you walk through how to access the party experience training, how to get to the virtual party packs, and then how to navigate through the materials. If you've been able to do all of these successfully to the date, then you really don't have to watch this training. First of all, let's take a step back if you're feeling a bit overwhelmed and look at the steps that you should follow before getting to the virtual party packs. First of all, take the party experience training on PCU. You will have to take both the in-person and virtual party courses to get access to virtual party packs. Second, listen to the recording of the webinar on the virtual party experience on PCU, recorded by both Jane and myself. Third, read through the consultant's guide to a successful virtual party. This will help give you guidance and structure on how to run your virtual parties. Lastly, before I share my screen, I want to remind all of you about open help sessions held with Jane Miller and myself. We had a lot of positive feedback and requests to continue these office hours through the rest of the month while you're building your outlines. All of consultants are free to join via the Zoom link or phone to ask any questions you may have about virtual parties. The phone number and links to these Zoom links will be posted in many of the virtual party Facebook groups that you all attend. Please feel free to share this with team members. We will be sharing our screen during these office hours and using our webcam to connect with you. These help sessions are not structured and you're free to come and go as you please. They will be held on Mondays from 12 to 2 p.m. Central Time on the 12th, 19th, and 26th. So let's take a second to share my screen so that way you're able to see how to navigate to each of these steps that you have to follow. So first, you're going to log into Pampered Chef website and go to Consultants Corner. Your Consultants Corner will either look like this or it'll be updated to look like this. Either way, please navigate to Pampered Chef University. Once you're on Pampered Chef University, you're going to select Party Experience up at the top or at the green heart down below. This will take you to the Party Experience training. Again, you will have to take both the in-person Party Experience and the virtual Party Experience courses before you can get access to virtual party packs. Each course has multiple course promises and videos that go with. In total, the training should take you about 2 hours with downloaded worksheets to help you keep accountable and keep notes as you watch the videos. Once you have completed a video at the end, you will get a Mark Complete button that should show up right around here. Don't forget to hit this button and mark it complete. Once you do, you'll get a green check mark next to the video promise. Once you've completed each promise, you will have all green check marks and you should have a View Certificate button. Once you've completed one course, don't forget to go into the other course and complete those as well. And you should have all green check marks and a View Certificate within the other course. Order does not matter and you can go at your own pace. If you look at My Progress up at the top, when you're completely finished, your screen should look like this. You should have 100% in both courses and 2 View Certificates. If you do not, go back and make sure you rewatch the video to hit Mark Complete. We have heard some consultants say that they have had issues with getting the completion or 100% technically with their computers. A couple things to make sure and try is sometimes there's problems with mobile apps or iPads, so make sure that you're using a desktop computer. And we recommend using Google Chrome for your browser as that seems to work the best. Once you have 200% filled, you should have a button to get you your materials. When you hit on this button, it will take you directly to virtual party packs. However, there's another way in order to get to virtual party packs that I'll show you in a bit. Another thing I want to show you within PCU is if you navigate to the selling chart up at the top and scroll down to lessons, and you'll see virtual parties. Hit start lesson. This will take you to the webinar recording that Jane Miller and myself recorded a week or two ago on what we've learned about virtual parties through all of our pilots in the past year, and what do virtual party packs consist of and why. Please take a moment to watch this webinar to really ground you in virtual parties. On the top right, you'll see virtual party resources. And if you drop down, you'll see a link to your virtual party experience course. You'll see the consultant's guide to successful virtual parties frequently asked questions, and another link to virtual party packs. Another way to navigate to virtual party packs is through marketing imagery. So if you have this view of Consultant's Corner, or you have the older view of Consultant's Corner, either way, you'll go down to marketing imagery. Within marketing imagery, you want to scroll down to party packs and click on virtual. If you do not see a virtual button and you only see one for in-person, that means that you probably have not completed experience training completely like you thought you did. Please go back and check to make sure that all courses are 100% complete. Again, if they are not, try logging out and logging back in again, or using Chrome on a desktop computer. These should help. Once you hit the virtual button, you'll be navigated into the virtual party packs. And this is what it should look like when you join. You'll land on the Getting Started page. You'll have a training and host post library category. And if you scroll down, you'll see all of the various party themes that have been created for you. I'm going to take a moment and go through training. So click on the red training button, and this is where you should start as soon as you get into virtual party packs. So just think one step at a time. Once you hit into the training, we have a wealth of training and knowledge for you. And I'm going to take a moment to walk through what all of these materials are. So first, if you haven't already, I recommend you read the Consultant's Guide to a Successful Virtual Party. Go ahead and download this guide and print it out if that helps you. This guide consists of the introduction for what virtual parties are, what we've learned in our research, what your role is, what the role of the host is, training on host coaching, party structures, how to update your verbiage to post with a purpose and make your virtual parties meaningful, as well as all the other resources and supporting materials about virtual parties to be aware of. Take some time to really read through this guide and digest it and give you the frame of mind in order to go about conquering your virtual parties. Next, I want to focus on the virtual party structure. This gives you a high-level overview of how to set up your virtual parties. And you'll notice we set them into the various segments of the party. Party setup, party kickoff, party time, and party wrap-up and close. One thing to note in our research is we learned that guests do not see a difference between your pre-party, your party, and your post-party. So it's really important to be cognizant of the length of time from your first post to your last post. And that mindset really went into us how we structured the virtual parties. We recommend that no party from first to last post should be longer than 5 days. However, within those 5 days, how you structure your party is up to you. Let me take a second to walk through each phase. Party setup should be posts that go into your party event before guests are invited. This won't count towards a day in your party, but rather it gives guests a frame of mind of what to expect once they get invited to the party. So make sure that you have some information there while guests are invited in order to understand what to expect with Pampered Chef and virtual parties in general. Party kickoff is how you introduce yourself. The host can introduce herself. You explain what Pampered Chef is, and you can get to know the guests as well. Party kickoff can be done the day of the party or at the very most the night before. However, we really recommend not stretching out party kickoff too far before the actual start date of the party. Now, party time is the heart of your party. Party time is going to start on day one of your party as listed in your event. Some consultants have had a couple questions when it came to party time. And yes, we do recommend that you have one recipe per day. If your party runs longer, if you want party time to run longer than one day, then what you're going to do is follow the same structure the second day, but you'll choose a different recipe and a different storyline. And I'll talk more about that in a bit. So you're really going to structure the party around one recipe and all the power tools and supporting tools that are associated with it. Party wrap-up and close should occur on the last day of the party as it is listed in the event. And we have great ideas here on how to introduce new products you weren't able to introduce during the party, as well as have booking and recruiting. If you go one over to the party outline guide, we did a zoomed down look into each step of these parties, and we give you a lot more detail on suggested words to use and why we added each post. So you can see here we give you recommended words to use for your pinned posts. Within Party Kickoff, we help you with your consultant welcome videos, and we give you a frame of mind for each step of the party. So please take some time to go through both the party structure chart and the outline guide. I want to direct you over here to a Facebook example party video. So we put together a video to show what a party might look like when it comes to life with these outlines. Take some time to look at this after you've gone through the outline, and this should help you give a great frame of mind. Next, we have some great host coaching materials. There's the virtual host profile and host coaching checklist, and this will tell you step by step how to host coach for a virtual party, from your first contact, your second, your third, during the party, and even after the party. Now, if you're new to virtual parties or you've been around for a while, you know that host coaching in virtual parties is key to your success. If the host isn't there, oftentimes the guests won't either. So we really wanted to make it easy for you to host coach successfully. Lastly, I want to point out our virtual party planner. And this is a great document to give to your host with all of your information on what is expected of a great host in virtual parties. We gave step-by-step instructions and checklists, as well as a great infographic and your host rewards to reference. I recommend sending your host this checklist, either in printing it out and putting it in your host coaching packet, or emailing it to your host digitally. So take some time to go through the training before you dive down to creating your outline. It should really help make your job easier in virtual parties. We're going to go back to getting started, and I'm going to go into the host post library. So this library is meant to give you assets to help your host. So these are host-facing assets. We have a host post library words to use, so your host can understand what words to put with the images. Feel free to send your host the entire folder of downloading it and emailing it to your host, or you can send your host one image a day via Facebook private messaging along with some suggested words to use. This can really help your host stay involved throughout. The last document within here I want to point out is a how to record a Facebook welcome video this is meant to give to your host. It's a great idea to have your host do a Facebook welcome video to make the guests feel welcomed. So feel free to give your host this printout in your host coaching packet or digitally to help him or her throughout. So let's get into one of the party packs and just take a look around. So I'm going to scroll down, and you can hit on the party pack from here, or you can go on the upper right menu button, click on it, and you'll see how easy it is to navigate through the various party packs from here. So if I hit on, say, Fast and Fresh Weeknight Meals, and then you go down to Party Setup Post. This will be the first step of the party. Within Party Setup Post, you'll see a repeat of the outline guides. This is just to make it easy for you to reference, but it is the exact same outline guides that we showed in the training material. Within each phase of the party and collection, we have all the images you will need for that section of the party, your invitations and what to expect. Party Kickoff has all your assets for getting to know the guests and setting expectations as well as a couple engagement games, roll calls. The Party Kickoff is going to be the same in each party pack. Party Time Post. This is the heart of the party. First of all, I'd like to show your attention to the first document of words to use. So how you can go by checking your outline guide, you'll see that we recommend starting with a storyline and then picking one recipe per day. So you're going to navigate to your party time words to use within each party pack. And you'll see a list of various storylines, recipes, power tools, and supporting tools. And you'll have multiple storylines within each party pack, as well as multiple recipes within each storyline. So this is designed to really allow you to create an outline that is fit for yourself, your host, and the guest. So feel free to play around and mix and match storylines and recipes and make each outline unique. Just to give you a frame of mind, if we picked one storyline, say One Skillet Dinners, I could introduce the storyline along with the associated image in my Party Time Post collection. I would then pick one of the recipes, say roasted chicken and asparagus with pan sauce, shakshuka with zucchini noodles, and their various tools. So if I picked roasted chicken and asparagus with pan sauce, this would be my recipe I would be highlighting for the day. I can introduce the recipe with some suggested words to use that are here. And we also have video links for various videos from YouTube, and you can copy and paste the YouTube links to put into Facebook or in a third-party site. Along with this recipe are all the power tools that I want to highlight for this roasted chicken and asparagus with pan sauce recipe. So I will show the 10-inch stainless steel nonstick skillet and then the various supporting tools. So these supporting tools I can showcase individually. I can put them together in an album and collections, or I could go live making the roasted chicken and asparagus pan sauce and demonstrating each of these tools in a compelling Facebook Live video, which allows me to also showcase all of the versatility and tools and tips that they provide. Within each power tool and supporting tool, you will also see suggested words to use. The next document to look at is the Facebook video scripts. So if you want to go live steering chicken with a stainless steel nonstick skillet within Fast and Fresh, we have everything you will need to know on tips to share and instructions when going live, ingredients to have prepared. So feel free to look this over, and hopefully it helps you get over some of your Facebook Live fears. Within each party pack, you'll see the storyline images, as well as all of the needed products, recipe images, as well as recipe posts, and thank you orders to end your day on. At this time, I also want to bring up some of the dots that you'll see when you have your cursor over a product image. There is the eye for quick view and an arrow for download. You'll see when I'm just quickly referencing, I'll use the eye to just quickly view the image in higher resolution. However, if you want to download these images to post in your Facebook, you want to make sure that you have downloaded them so that way you have a better quality image. So you'll hit the down button arrow, and then you can hit it again, and you'll see it start to download at the bottom of your screen. If you want to download the entire collection, simply hit the Download All button. Along with the party time posts, we also have all of the needed party time videos to be downloaded, games and engagement, booking and recruiting, as well as party wrap-up and close. Within booking and recruiting, we also have ideas on how to plant the seed and follow through with bookings, as well as recruitings for guests and hosts, and suggested words to use. Within party wrap-up and close, we have images to help end the party officially and leave guests wanting more and follow up with you by joining your personal business page. So I hope that this helps you feel comfortable navigating the party packs and understanding how to go about creating a compelling virtual party experience. Remember, if you have any more questions, please join our open help sessions starting on Monday, the 12th, and feel free to ask any questions that you may have. Thank you so much for joining.